All right, Bills Mafia, gather round, because today's show is packed with the kind of news that gets hearts racing in Buffalo. This team is chasing greatness every single day, making the moves, building the chemistry, and sharpening the edge needed to finally bring that Lombardi trophy home. But before we dive into the firestorm of updates, you know the drill. Smash that like button, drop a comment to share your thoughts, and hit subscribe so you never miss the latest from your Buffalo Bills. Now, let's get right into it. First up, James Cook, all off-season long. This storyline has been the big question mark hanging over training camp. Our RB1, our two-time Pro Bowler, the engine in Joe Brady's rushing attack, has been holding in. Not a holdout, a hold-in. He's been there, watching, waiting, but not taking a single snap in practice. Why? Simple. Contract business. Before the first preseason game against the New York Giants, Cook didn't even suit up for warm-ups. No reps, no drills, nothing. He was making it clear. No deal, no play. But Bills Mafia, something has shifted, and shifted big time. When head coach Sean McDermott was asked if things had changed in the Cook situation, he didn't hesitate. "I would say so," McDermott said. "We've had good conversations with James, and the information we're getting is that he's moving in the direction of practicing today." And that's exactly what happened. James Cook, in full uniform, hit the practice field for the first time this training camp. That's not a small gesture, that's a message. Something behind the scenes has clearly moved forward. Now, we don't know if the contract numbers are already on the table, or if both sides are just in a good place after those talks. But what we do know is this: when a hold-in ends, it's usually because there's a reason to believe progress is real. This is huge for the Bills' offense. We all know Cook's value isn't just about rushing yards. He's a mismatch nightmare for linebackers in the passing game, a reliable check down for Josh Allen, and a key piece in keeping defenses honest. Without him, the Bills' offensive identity changes, and not for the better. With him fully engaged, this team becomes a whole different animal. Now let's shift to another major headline that's got Bills fans buzzing: Josh Allen's big news. Our franchise quarterback, the heartbeat of Buffalo football, is officially being honored by the place where it all began for him, the University of Wyoming. Josh Allen will be inducted into the Wyoming Hall of Fame. This isn't just a plaque on a wall. This is recognition for the way Allen completely changed the energy of an entire program and state. Craig Bohl, his college coach, said it best: he transformed the state. Wyoming had enjoyed proud football way back, but we had fallen on hard times. He made people in the state proud and gave them a real sense of what we can accomplish. Think about that for a second. Bills Mafia, this is the same Josh Allen who came out of a small-town program, overlooked by most major schools, and turned himself into one of the most feared quarterbacks in the NFL. At Wyoming, he threw for 5,066 yards and 44 touchdowns, completing 56.2% of his passes over 3 years before Buffalo took him 7th overall in the 2018 NFL Draft. And since then, he's only gotten better and scarier. Last season alone, Allen led the Bills to the playoff victories against the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens before that gut-wrenching loss to the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC title game. Stat line: 28 passing touchdowns, 3,731 yards, a 63.6% completion rate, plus 12 rushing touchdowns and over 500 rushing yards. That's MVP caliber production. And here's where it gets interesting: with Cook back in action, the wide receiver group getting deeper, and Joe Brady dialing up this offense, Allen might just be entering the best situation of his career. Let's not forget, Josh Allen's game isn't just about the numbers. It's about leadership, resilience, and that fire you can't fake. Every year, he's improved some part of his game: decision-making, pocket presence, chemistry with his weapons. And now, going into this season, with everything on the line, you can feel it. This could be the year where Allen not only gets back to the AFC Championship but pushes through to the Super Bowl. And here's the thing: Buffalo is built for this moment. We've seen heartbreak before, we've seen near misses, but now we've got a quarterback in his prime, an offensive weapon like Cook back in the fold, and a team that has learned from every single painful playoff exit. The James Cook situation, resolving, or at least heading in the right direction, is more than just a roster update. It's a sign that this team's focus is locking in. No distractions, no drama, just football. And for Josh Allen, this Wyoming Hall of Fame honor isn't just a career milestone. It's a reminder to everyone, this guy's story is still being written. And the next chapter could be the one we've been waiting decades for in Buffalo. Now, let's start with the man who had every single one of us holding our breath. Just a couple of weeks ago, Khalil Shakir. Remember that moment during the blue and red practice earlier this month? The collective gasp when Shakir went down with what turned out to be a high ankle sprain. At the time, the fear was real, and the word week to week didn't exactly inspire confidence for his week 1 status. But Bills fans, I've got good news for you. Shakir is ahead of schedule. At Tuesday's practice, Shakir was spotted on the sideline working with trainers, but here's the key: no walking boot, no limp, just focused recovery work for a high ankle injury. That's big, and McDermott himself confirmed it. Khalil Shakir is expected to be ready for week 1. The reason McDermott isn't panicking? It's all about that chemistry with Josh Allen. Khalil is such a professional, McDermott said. I don't worry about his hunger to return or his ability to get up to speed quickly. And he's right. Shakir isn't just another receiver. He's Allen's most trusted target from last season, leading the team with 821 receiving yards and adding 4 touchdowns. He earned that 4-year, $53 million extension, and now he's set to lead a revamped WR room that includes Keon Coleman and Joshua Palmer. Now, here's where it gets really exciting. If Coleman delivers that breakout season we've all been whispering about, and Palmer steps in as a legit complementary threat, Shakir's job gets a whole lot easier. That means fewer double teams, more space, and potentially even better numbers than last year's career-high campaign. But the injury front isn't the only headline in Buffalo right now. Oh no, we've also got major movement on the James Cook contract saga. Now, if you've been following the drama, you know Cook has been sending mixed signals this offseason. Practicing some days, holding out on others, all while pushing for a big extension. The sticking point: he's reportedly aiming for around $15 million a year, but after Kyren Williams inked his 3-year, $33 million deal with the Rams, the market might not be quite as wide open as Cook hoped. Still, here's the important part. McDermott says there's progress. Things have changed, he admitted, noting they've had good conversations and that Cook is moving towards practicing. And that's not just coach speak. Cook was back on the field Tuesday and even suited up for pregame drills before the preseason opener against the Giants, though he didn't take any game snaps. So here's the big picture. The Bills' top wideout is on track for week 1. Their star running back is trending toward a contract resolution, and the offense could be hitting the season opener at full strength. Think about that for a second. Josh Allen starting the year with his most trusted target healthy, a second-year wideout in Keon Coleman pushing to become a downfield weapon, Joshua Palmer adding depth, and James Cook ready to roll as the lead back. That's a balanced, dangerous offense, and you know what else this tells me? The locker room is locked in. Injuries happen, contract disputes happen, but the tone from McDermott and the players right now is that this team is staying together, keeping the main thing, winning football games. So, here's the question for you, Bills Mafia, with Cook back on the field and Allen's leadership hitting new heights. Is this finally the year we see the Bills break through and win it all? Because from where I'm standing, the pieces are falling into place. All right, family, let's hear from you. Drop your predictions in the comments. Are we talking AFC Championship rematch? Are we talking MVP for Josh Allen? Are we talking Super Bowl parade down Delaware Avenue? Make sure you smash that like button if you believe in this team, and subscribe so you never miss the latest breaking news and insider takes on your Buffalo Bills. This season is shaping up to be one for the history books, and you better believe we're going to be here for every single moment of it. Go Bills!